Hi there guys, welcome back again to another video. Hope you're all doing well. The month of August 2019 is behind us now, so I just thought I would do my favourite 5 Blu-ray pickups from the month of August. The non-media book ones, the best of the rest. And we'll start with, in no particular order, but a box set that was my most anticipated release of the year. And that was the Bloody Terror, the shocking cinema of Norman J. Warren. 5 films of his from his career: Satan's Slave, Prey, The Terror, Inseminoid, and Bloody New Year. A bit of a controversial release, this one, due to its technical issues on certain films. Onto that in a minute. But on the surface, it is an excellent box set. Really cool looking design. I like the packaging to it all. The amount of added material here is just astounding. Look at that lot. Absolutely heaving with extra features. New transfers on the movies as well, and of course you get the double-sided poster with artwork from The Terror and Inseminoid. You get a bunch of lobby card reproductions from the film Satan's Slave, and a nice book as well. And each movie is housed in a nice slim digipack with alternate artwork. So a real collector's dream, this one. I was very happy with the presentation of the box. But like I say, it did come with its technical issues. The Prey and The Terror, those were sorted out before it hit retail, so the corrected discs were included. And if you ordered direct from Indicator, you got both the faulty discs and the corrected ones. Unfortunately, Inseminoid still has issues on certain Blu-ray players, and it did hit retail in that state. And to my knowledge, there's no plans for a disc replacement program, which is really quite annoying and disappointing from Indicator. I don't think they've handled all this too well. They had an issue with their previous release of The Legacy, which I also bought, and that had really bad playback issues as well, which my copy did suffer from. And they haven't really handled complaints well. They've been quite abrupt and rude to some people on Facebook, and even gone as far as to blocking them as well. So hopefully they learn from this, and because it was all going so well for Indicator up until recently. They was putting out some great stuff, creating quite a big fan base around the world with their releases. But hopefully with this issue that's arose recently, they changed their attitude towards criticism and stuff like that. But still, with the problems with Inseminoids taken into account, I still think this is a really good pickup. Really happy with it. And unfortunately, it would have to be Inseminoid that still has the issues, because that is my favourite film of the bunch. It's a really good little grisly, sleazy little bit of sci-fi horror. All films are an acquired taste. They're not great, but there's something memorable in each of them to enjoy. Some are better than others, but Inseminoid is the pick of the bunch. Bloody New Year was a good surprise. It turned out differently to expected. The Terror is good. The Prey, Satan's Slave's a bit slow going. That's probably my least favourite of the bunch, but there's something worthwhile here. Good mix of films, and a great set, limited to 6,000 as you can see. So yeah, great release despite the technical issues, and hopefully that will get sorted out in the near future. So that's the Bloody Terror box set from Indicator. Next up, we have the new Hellboy movie, which got absolutely savaged by critics and fanboys, I'd say. And wasn't half as bad as it was made out to be, I don't think. I really had a good time with it. I didn't think it was boring at all. It was all moved along at a good pace, lots of action, lots of CGI. It's very heavy on the CGI, but it's very R-rated. It's lots of bloody violence and gore. I did appreciate that. A more adult-themed movie compared to the previous two. The 2 supporting sidekick characters, they was a bit bland and miscast, I think, but Hellboy does okay. And I like that they included a bit of English myth and legend into the story, like Pendle Hill, and even the King Arthur legend plays a part in this one. I thought that was a really good inclusion. And yeah, this is a really nice release from Zavvi. This is the Zavvi exclusive 4K steelbook. Beautiful artwork has been put onto the slipcase. The steelbook's inside, there's the back there. A different artistic style has been used on the actual steelbook, probably more along the lines of what the comic or graphic novel looked like. I'm not sure on that. I'm not really into my comic books or graphic novels. But a really nice little steelbook, this one. And you also get a bunch of character cards as well bundled in, with nice artwork on those as well. So yeah, I'd welcome a sequel. I don't think it done too well at the box office, unfortunately, so I don't think we'll see one. But it would be nice to see, because like I said, I had a good time with this one. Much better than expected. So that's the new Hellboy movie. Next up, we have a bit of Arrow. This is their new Blu-ray release of Cruisin from 1980. William Friedkin movie. This was the first time watch for me, and that was a really good film. A good, grimy, gritty little serial killer thriller. Almost like a giallo in some place. It's got a very sleazy atmosphere to it. It gets into the seedy side of the gay nightclub scene in the underbelly of New York. Al Pacino goes undercover trying to lure out a serial killer who's been prowling the streets and murdering gay men. And yeah, it's got like a New York Ripper vibe to it. It's very gritty, and it's got a handful of bloody stabbings. Not as sleazy as a New York Ripper, but it's still graphic enough. It's really makes you feel dirty just watching this one. And it's been given a really good transfer by Arrow. Done a great job. And it comes there. That's in a nice slipcase as well. Differing artwork on the sleeve. It would have been nice to have the VHS artwork included as well. But still a nice one on the surface. You get a nice book as well thrown in as usual with Arrow, with the first pressing of the release. So if you are a fan of the movie, I would pick this one up right away before that one goes out of print. And then it gets released in a standard Blu-ray without the book or the slipcase. But yeah, recommended this one if you like your hard-hitting serial killer type movies. Definitely give this one a watch. Next up, speaking of grim movies, this is Scram, George Butgerite movie. And if you're familiar with his films, you know what to expect. It's a really depressing, downbeat, dirty little film. It's not a very pleasant watch at all. But you don't watch this director's movies to get yourself in a good mood. Not one that's going to boost your mood at all. But it's a dark bit of escapism. It's only on for an hour and 5 minutes, mercifully. And it does contain some, gosh, a really unpleasant scene for the guys. Some manhood mutilation that was really tough to sit through. But yeah, not bad. He's very much an acquired taste though, Scram. Any of the films from this director, but I do enjoy Necromantic, those two in particular. And this is the new Arrow video release. You might have seen this one, been unboxed a few times. A horde of special features included as always. And it's a lovely package. I won't show you inside because it's quite graphic and there's some nudity included, but you do get a nice set of Polaroid reproduction cards, a book and a CD soundtrack. So all the goodies that that Arrow have included in previous releases from this director. Necromantic 1 and 2, The Toad King. And this would make number 4 in that little collection of his. I'm not sure if he's done any other movies. But anyway, this is a good one. There's also a nice claymation 8-minute sequel that's worthy of your attention as well. It's included on this release. And you can watch the film with that short claymation sequel right after the end credits, and that's really good to watch as well. You haven't checked that one out yet already. So yeah, that is Scram. And last up, we have a new second sight release, and that's of the dark comedy In Bruges from 2008. A really good. It's got lots of different themes to this one. It's a dark comedy, like I said, with smatterings of bloody violence, all set in Bruges. A couple of hitmen, Irish hitmen, have been sent over there by their boss in London after a bungled job. And it's yeah, it's got some really good, funny dialogue, a bunch of wacky characters they interact with, a bit of romance as well, and it's well worth your attention if you haven't seen it yet. It's been a while since I've seen it actually. I didn't even pick it up on DVD, but I saw it when it first came out, and I've watched it a few times on TV, so I thought, second sight of putting this one out in a nice box set, I'll grab it before it went out of print. And it's a pretty nice package with the new artwork. There's Colin Farrell and Brendan Gleeson, two great actors. You've got Ralph Fiennes in this one as well, and you get the You get a nice booklet here with write-ups on the movie, and you also get the screenplay all in text form there. So that's a nice inclusion, because some of the dialogue is quite funny in this one. Lots of quotable lines. And it's definitely not for the kids. Very much deserving of its 18 rating. Like I said, the violence in places is quite surprisingly bloody. And there's your no, it's a Blu-ray. Blu-ray copy. No DVD included in this one. But a lovely package. There's the back there if you want a quick skim through of the special features. All housed in a nice sturdy box as usual from Second Sight. And the J card is removable there. So yeah, lovely set, lovely edition, great little film. I don't often do comedy, but this is one I can tolerate. And that is it, guys. These are my 5 favourite pickups from the month of August 2019. Thank you very much for watching. All the comments, all the subs, much appreciated, guys. You take care. Enjoy September. Bye for now.